everybody, my name is Tori and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little haul. I haven't done one before, but I thought it'd be fun because I haven't uploaded in a while. I also thought it'd be fun. I have a lot of books that I am super excited to read, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of just show them off real quick. Yeah, so I have a couple shopping trips that I went on, and then I have some of the books that I got for my birthday. Not some of them, all the books I got for my birthday. I don't have a ton here. This is gonna be one of those like 50 book hauls. I don't even know if I have 50 books on my shelf. But that's also because my shelf is full and has been full for like years. So every time I buy a new book, I have to take like one off. And I don't actually get rid of all of them. There's just kind of stacks on the floor surrounding me. Anyway, let's just go ahead, I guess. Let's talk about the books that I ordered back in September. One of them that I ordered was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is the one I'm reading right now, as you can tell by the little bookmark. I was about to call it a post-it. I completely forgot the word bookmark. Whatever. As you can tell by the little bookmark, this is the one I'm reading now. I'm only like a couple pages in. I just started it today. I am very excited to read this. I realized that I probably should have read Shadow and Bone first and that whole series, but I already bought this, so we're starting with Six of Crows. This is super popular on BookTube, but for those of you that don't know, Six of Crows is a fantasy novel about like a heist. Yeah, it's a fantasy heist novel, which just seems super interesting. I know that a ton of people love it. I know it's a ton of people's favorite book, so I'm very excited to read it. I also really love, look at that! Shiny. Okay, anyway. Is it because crows like shiny things? Okay, whenever I get excited about something shiny, I always make a joke. I'm like a crow. And I was about to say that. I was about to say I'm like a crow. I love shiny things. But then I realized it's called Six of Crows. That probably means nothing. I'm moving on. Another book I got from that shopping trip was The Gracier by Kim Liggett, which I actually read this book already. It is a dystopian fantasy feminist kind of book. Dystopian, definitely. Dystopian fantasy, survival, that kind of vibe. So every year in Garner County, the 16-year-old girls get sent out into the wilderness and they have to survive on their own for a year. I have a mass wrap-up coming soon, so I don't want to tell you too much about my feelings about this. It's going to be a wrap-up of every book I've read since the last, wrap-ups, from the last wrap-up I uploaded, because I have not uploaded in a while, but we don't need to talk about that. The other book I got from that shopping trip was Eclipse by Meyer. It's the third book in the Twilight series. Then I went on another shopping trip a little while later, and I got Broken Throne by Victoria Aveyard. I'm so excited to read this. This is kind of like a Where Are They Now for the Red Queen series, I think. Because I think there's a couple prequel, like, backstory chapters in here. I'm just super excited to read it. I knew this existed, and I thought that this was just kind of like almost like a fan fiction kind of thing, where you just get to see the characters living their lives, you know? You just get to see them having fun and, like, they're happily ever after. There were a ton of loose ends at the end of Warstorm that I'm assuming get tied up in this book, which I kind of wish that didn't happen, but I'm excited to read this so that way I can, see how they got tied up. The next book I have is one I'm super excited for. It is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Universe by Benjamin Alire-Sainz. I honestly don't know a ton about this. I know that it's been compared to I'll Give You the Sun a ton, which is my favorite book of all time. Yeah, I've heard a ton of great things about it. I've heard that it's super cute and adorable and that the writing is phenomenal. Also, this author there's a sequel to this coming out. I think it's a sequel coming out. I don't know if it's pretty soon. I saw the announcement for it on Twitter the other day, so I don't know when it's coming out, but there is a sequel coming out soon. That should be exciting. Then the next one I got on that trip was Breaking Dawn. I'm just gonna pick it up. Breaking Dawn by Meyer. Again, this is the fourth book in the Twilight series. I finished this the other day. Again, you'll hear my thoughts in my mass wrap-up coming in a little bit. On to my birthday gifts. The next book I have is The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. I don't even know. I have not seen anything about this book on BookTube at all. I was in Barnes & Noble a little while ago, and I was like, aw, this looks cute, but I wasn't there to buy any books. Astonishingly, I was just kind of looking around a little bit, and I saw this, and I was like, this looks adorable. It's just kind of about, it takes place in the 80s in Niagara Falls, and I think it's just about kids who, they form the Saturday Night Ghost Club, and they go out ghost hunting. It's a coming-of-age story, of course. It takes place in summer. 1980s summer coming-of-age story? You have my heart already. This is really short. It is 206 pages. So honestly, I'll probably do a reading vlog for this when I read it, because I could probably read this in a day, and I feel like that'd be fun. You know? Yeah. It just, look at that cover. It's so cute. Wait, okay, my light is like over here, so I don't, look at that. That's so cute. All right, these next two books. Doozies. Okay, so the next book I have is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I am so excited to read this. I have no idea what it's about. I just knew, I've been wanting to read this for so long because Kat from Paperback Dreams she says that this is like her favorite book of all time, I think she said, and that she read this when she was in high school, and it was just like the perfect time for her to read the book. So I'm super excited to read this. I read the back to my friend the other night, which was the first time I had ever read the back. Apparently, this girl named Frances is obsessed with this podcast, and then she meets the guy who runs the podcast, and then, you know, they're friends, and it seems like a great story. And this last book I have, Lore by Alexandra Bracken. Alexandra Bracken, I'm sorry. I'm so excited to read this book. This just came out it came out like a couple weeks ago at this point, but it just came out, and I am so excited to read it. It is gorgeous. Lore, you may deny the fates, but they will not deny you. Fighting them will not save you from what's ahead. That sounds so cool! So this book is kind of about Greek mythology. Medusa's on the front, in case you couldn't tell. Every 7 years, the Aegon begins. And basically that's where the gods all come down to Earth, and they have to live among mortals. And if a mortal can kill a god, they take the god's place, which is such an interesting concept. Athena comes down and she asks for help from a mortal. And that's like as much as I remember. It just looks so good. And I am so excited to read this. Look at this. Look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, wait. Let's look at the. Oh! Look at this. Look at the side. Oh, got that gold foil. Anyway, I'm very excited to read this. I'm probably gonna read this around March. I don't know why. I decided to read Six of Crows before this because I've just had Six of Crows for a longer time. And Six of Crows is probably the last book I'm gonna be able to read this month. And I don't know, for some reason, this just seems like a spring book to me. And I don't know why, because it came out in January. And everything about, like, everything, you know, it's, like, white, and it's, like, it looks very, like, cold, so it seems kind of wintry, but I don't know, it just seems like a March book to me, you know? That is my haul, and I also thought that I could talk to you guys about some of my most anticipated books for this year. This is gonna be really quick, because I only have two, because I do not keep up with new releases nearly as much as I should, but my two most anticipated releases for this year are One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, and Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. Woo! I'm so excited. Okay, so One Last Stop comes out on, this day. Casey McQuiston is the author of, let me pull it out so editing Tori doesn't have to do the work later, Red, White, and Royal Blue. This is the one that blew up last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember. I think it was 2 years ago. But this is the one about the first son of the United States and the Prince of England, and they fall in love, and it's really cute. One last stop, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what it's about. I just know that this girl sees this other girl on the train and she's like, you're amazing, and there's time travel, and that's enough for me, honestly. I will read any book with time travel in it. Honestly, time travel is like a keyword. Time travel is so cool, especially when it's done right. Time travel is so interesting. Realmbreaker is by Victoria Aveyard, by the author of the Red Queen series, which is one of my favorite fantasy series. It just seems so good. It's a high fantasy book again. It's the first book in a coming series. I don't know how to describe what it's about. The tagline is something like, "Who defends the world when the heroes have fallen?" Something like that. And it's just kind of about this like misfit group of teens who, they're not the world's first line of defense, but they have to save the world now. And there's something about like spindles, and if you open all 4 spindles, you can travel through realms, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's like different dimensions in this. It seems so cool. Anyway, those are my 2 most anticipated books of the year, and they come out less than a month apart, which is so exciting. I'm doing a reading vlog for the both of them. I'm so excited for them. Hi, just a quick note. I completely forgot about Tell Me My Name, which is another book I am super, super excited for. I don't really know a ton about it. I just saw that it was a feminist retelling of The Great Gatsby, so I was like, sign me up. I haven't read The Great Gatsby yet, though, so I don't know how much sense it's gonna make. I'm in 10th grade right now, so I assume I'm gonna read it this year. I don't know, my teacher has not brought up anything about it. If I don't read it this year, then I will probably read it over the summer, and then I will read... I just got a text. And then I will read Tell Me My Name. That comes out in March, and I'm super, super excited for that. I think it comes out the 25th. Let's Google that real quick. It's loading. My dog is, like, rolling around on the floor. Sorry if you hear him, like, snorting in the back. Goodreads says, We Were Liars meets Speak in this haunting, mesmerizing psychological thriller, a gender-flipped YA Great Gatsby that will linger long after the final line. I've been wanting to get into thrillers more. I'm just very much a scaredy cat, and I know that if I try reading a thriller, all the thrillers that I've tried reading in the past, but I'm good with YA thrillers because, you know, they're young adults, so they're like lighter, they're not as spooky. I am excited. It looks so good. This gets released on March 9th, which is like a week from today. That's awesome. I'm not going to read it a week from today, but I'm going to enter this giveaway that Goodreads has, and maybe I'll win a copy. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that's another book I forgot to mention before, but back to the video. Anyway, that has been my little haul. I hope you guys enjoy. My huge wrap-up should be coming sometime soon. It's gonna be at the end of February. I'm just kind of, not waiting, but I want to try to squeeze 6 of Crows in there, you know? Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you are having an amazing, amazing day, and this is Tori, signing off.